Hello everyone, welcome to Melvin's Kitchen. Today we are making peppered steak. Now this is an oldie but goodie, right from my own mother, Rosemary Webb. We're going to start out with a green bell pepper. We're going to cut it in the middle. Okay, we're going to cut this bell pepper in the middle. Make sure I don't cut myself. And if you see me squint, it's because the spotlight is piercing my eyeballs. But you can't see the spotlight, but I can. Okay, this is a difficult bell pepper, but don't worry about it. Now, I have a pan of water here, so I don't have to go over to the sink. And you can see me slicing my bell pepper. And I will rinse it off upon slicing it. I did wash my hands in my last video. Someone said I should be seen washing my hands. Well, I washed my hands. Now, we're going to use this entire bell pepper because at the end, we're not going to actually eat the bell pepper. At least I don't. I use it strictly for seasoning and flavor. That is all. Okay? We're going to rinse it in our little pan of water here. Get the seeds out of here. Very swiftly here. We also require an onion in this dish. So if you see me cry, it's not because I lost my puppy. It's because the onion is making me cry. Now we're going to slice these bell peppers thick. No need to do any dicing here, okay? So it saves time. And I was going to have these already pre-cut, but it would take away from the fun of it. Take away from the length of the video. Me being connected to my audience base, whoever that may be. Be it here in the USA or overseas somewhere. Okay. Bell peppers are cut, as you can see. Now it's time for the onion. Now, this is a white onion. Again, not to be consumed, but if you'd like to consume it, you can. I have an audience member behind the camera who is chuckling at my words. I do not know why. Now the onion we will not rinse off. We'll simply cut this onion. And actually, I never use the whole onion. I only use half of the onion. So we're going to slice this onion again. And I believe I can look at you all without cutting myself slicing the onion. So here we go. All right. Onion is already diced and sliced. One more half of the onion to be diced and sliced. Not diced, but sliced. Okay. Now look at that. This is a fast meal, okay? The onion is cut. Bell peppers are cut. We're going to turn our oven on over here. Put it on high heat, and the first thing we're going to do is throw in our onions and bell peppers. Now, pepper steak, of course, pepper. A little bit of Lowry seasoning salt, just to get it flavored up. I like to put some Worcestershire sauce in there. And that's about it, folks. Now, as my pan heats up, I'm going to put you on pause for a minute. You won't know the difference. Okay, everyone, we are ready to put our green bell peppers and our white onions inside of our pot. And here we go. We have a little olive oil on the pan just so the vegetables don't stick in here. Alright. And I will start to let these sizzle. Whoa, we have onions flying everywhere. Now next, it's going to be our peppered steak. And this is nothing more than strip steak. Let's see what we have here. What do we have here? USDA Angus beef, round star ranch, round strips for stir fry, whatever you want to call it. This is what we use. I can now put this meat when my vegetables will cut because we're done cutting vegetables. We're going to let these vegetables cook over here. There's a peel of an onion that I don't need. Alright. Remember, it's up to you if you eat the green bell peppers or the onions. I choose not to, but that's just me. Onion skin, which I do not need. What is with this onion skin peeling off everywhere today? I thought I unraveled that onion, but apparently I did not unravel it all the way. Okay. few more minutes with those onions and green bell peppers sauteing. Now, I had some Worcestershire sauce, but this is a brand new bottle and it was refrigerated. So I'm going to discard my old bottle. I'm like that. And we're going to use a brand new bottle. We'll clean up over here. I don't even believe you can see that side of my workstation. And we're about to get ready to put some meat in here after one more stir fry. Again, this is a quick meal. I know you're probably thinking, well, how quick? Well, it's very quick because once I put the meat in there, it'll take maybe 5 to 10 minutes. Let it get nice and brown. And do not put a lid on there. That's something that I learned. Do not put a lid on there because it'll make the meat get soggy from the steam. There's a bit of meat. And here we go. Now I'm not even going to cut this thing. It's kind of long, but you can cut it up. Not a big deal. But here is the source of it. Now the pepper does not go in until a little bit later, okay? So right now we're going to take care of the pepper. Well, no, I said it goes in later. Right now we're going to take a break. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what I had to do here is to let you see inside of my pot. Now I do not have an assistant right now, so I have to do this all by myself. But what we have here is the green bell peppers, the white onion, and the peppered steak. I'm going to turn this heat up here just a little bit. And like I said, this is a very fast meal. Once your green peppers are cut, your onions are cut, get your flavor going on in here, get this pot heated up, let this meat brown. Now you can see some of the meat is starting to brown just a little bit right there, and some of this is red. You want everything to brown nice and evenly. Okay, my assistant has whispered in my ear that she will help me. See what being good to your kids gets you? They'll actually help you out. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the agreement that I had with my assistant has been null and void because I do not agree to my assistant's terms, so I will be making this show myself. Now, what we're going to do here is let this meat and these vegetables kind of simmer together. I have not added my pepper yet. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but the meat is starting to get right the color that I want it to be. But I'm going to take this camera over here and I'm going to show you something here for a second. After I get one more onion skin out of there. Okay, what I want to show you is the meat, the juice from the meat is kind of making its own gravy here. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's kind of making its own gravy. Now, I'm going to let all of this moisture in here, see that bubbling right there? I'm going to let that cook off, and that's when I add my Worcestershire sauce, and that actually replenishes the moisture in the meat with a nice succulent flavor, okay? See that bubbling? Yep, let all of that bubble off into the form of steam. And right about now, I think I'm going to add my pepper, okay? So hold on for a second. Okay, now I'm right-handed, so I have to hold the camera with the right hand. So you may or may not see how much pepper is going in here, but you want to put a good amount of pepper in there. Not too much, but a nice amount. About 4 coatings on top of it. Alright, now what I realized is that my assistant, I keep blaming things on my assistant, but she's really helpful. Great kid. Okay, I wanted you to see that the steam is still coming up, and now that gravy and that moisture that was bubbling previously, it's now all dry. So now that we put our pepper in, we're going to add our Worcestershire sauce here. Alright, just enough to get everything moist again. Not too much to where it's too saucy or whatnot. Get it all nice and moist there. Because we want this steak to be nice and moist, but not too moist, okay? Now, oh man, does that smell wonderful. And we're actually going to let this Worcestershire sauce come off in this form of steam as well. We're going to add a little bit more pepper, hence the name pepper steak. As soon as I find my most full bottle of pepper. Doesn't have to be too peppery, but you want to be generous with the pepper there, okay? All right. I'm gonna stir this up a little bit more. Ow! I felt some hot liquid jump on me. Now the Lowry seasoning salt, just a dash of that, because this is really pepper steak and not so much Lowry seasoned salt steak. That's just to add a little bit of flavor there, okay? Get rid of that. All right. You're getting a side angle, but right now I'd rather you see the food being prepared instead of seeing my face, okay? This is a very quick meal, all right? The next time I'll get one of those islands that has the electric eye in the center of it, and then I can talk to you and cook. We'll see how safe that is. But we're coming to an end here with this peppered steak. I'm trying to move it swiftly, get everything stirred up, seasoned very, very nicely. We're gonna reduce the heat here. Oh man, because I don't need it too hot. Okay, now this is how the finished product is supposed to look, okay? Now you see, the steak is nice, brown. The onions and the green peppers have kind of wilted a little bit. Again, I'm not gonna eat them, but they still add excellent flavor. The bottom of the pan is dry, or the moisture is gone, or the Worcestershire sauce that I added for moisture, that's gone, but the steak still has a nice moisture glaze to it. Perfect. I'll give it about 2 more minutes of medium high heat, and we'll be good to go. And that, my friends, is the pepper steak recipe. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the pepper steak is now officially done. Because I smell a slight burn, which indicates to me that it is officially done. Now I'm going to reach behind me and grab myself something to put it in. Oh, maybe I'll reach in front of me. And, well, and I want that dish. Hang on for 1 second. Here we go. Not sure if you can see this. But over here, we will have a nice plate of peppered steak, enough to feed at least 4 hungry souls. All right, maybe 5. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. No, I'd say 4 hungry souls. But that is peppered steak. We'll put a little water in our pan. Okay, keep the oven safe. So, in summation, a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, black pepper, dash of Lowry seasoning salt, green bell peppers, white onion, about 10 minutes in the kitchen. That's a nice pepper steak. Thanks for joining Melvin's Kitchen.